Understanding the dichotomy of control, Stoicism introduces the concept of the dichotomy of control. Stoicism is a philosophy that has been practiced for centuries, gaining popularity for its practical and effective approach to life. At the core of Stoicism is the concept of the dichotomy of control, which divides everything into two categories: what we can control and what we cannot. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, Stoics aim to live a fulfilling life in harmony with the world. In this article, we will explore the dichotomy of control, its benefits, and how it can be applied in daily life to achieve a greater sense of control, peace, and happiness. Introduction to Stoicism. Origins of Stoicism. Stoicism is a philosophical school of thought that originated in Athens, Greece, in the early 3rd century BC. It was founded by a man named Zeno of Citium, who taught his ideas on the Stoa Poikile, a painted porch. The teachings of Stoicism were later popularized by the likes of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Basic tenets of Stoicism. Stoicism is centered around the idea that individuals can achieve happiness and inner peace by living in accordance with nature and exercising their virtues. This means accepting what we cannot control, cultivating wisdom, courage, self-control, and justice, and treating others with kindness and compassion. Definition of the dichotomy of control. The concept of control in Stoicism. In Stoicism, there are things that we can control, and things that we cannot. The things we can control are our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. The things we cannot control are external factors, such as other people's opinions, natural disasters, and the passage of time. The dichotomy in detail. The dichotomy of control is the idea that we should focus our attention and efforts solely on the things that we can control. This means accepting the things that are beyond our control and not wasting our time and energy trying to change them. Understanding what we can and cannot control. The importance of acceptance. Acceptance is a critical component of the dichotomy of control. By accepting the things that we cannot change, we can free ourselves from the anxiety, stress, and frustration that come with trying to control the uncontrollable. The dangers of attempting to control the uncontrollable. Attempting to control the uncontrollable is a futile endeavor that can lead to negative emotions, such as anger, resentment, and disappointment. It can also cause us to neglect the things that we can control, which can negatively impact our overall well-being. The benefits of adopting the dichotomy of control. Reducing anxiety and stress. By focusing on the things that we can control and accepting the things that we cannot, we can reduce our levels of anxiety and stress. This can lead to a greater sense of inner peace and well-being. Accepting and appreciating life. Adopting the dichotomy of control can also lead to a greater appreciation of life. When we accept the things that we cannot change, we can focus on the things that we can control and make the most of our lives, regardless of external circumstances. This can lead to a greater sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Applying the dichotomy of control in daily life. One of the central ideas of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which refers to the concept of dividing things into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot control. Applying this concept in our daily lives can help us navigate difficult situations and find peace within ourselves. Examples of applying the dichotomy in different contexts. One example of applying the dichotomy of control is in our relationships. We cannot control others' behavior, thoughts, or feelings, but we can control our own reactions and responses. By accepting this, we can let go of the frustration and anger that often come from trying to change others and focus on our own actions. Another example is in our work lives. We cannot control the decisions of our bosses or the success of a project, but we can control our effort and the quality of our work. By letting go of the outcome, we can reduce stress and focus on doing our best. Tools to help integrate the dichotomy into daily life. To integrate the dichotomy of control into our daily lives, we can practice mindfulness, journaling, and reflection. By becoming more aware of our thoughts and feelings, we can identify the areas where we are trying to control things beyond our influence and let go of them. Overcoming obstacles through the dichotomy of control. When faced with challenging situations or obstacles, the dichotomy of control can be a helpful tool to reduce stress and find a way forward. How the dichotomy can help in difficult situations. In difficult situations, the dichotomy of control can help us identify what we can and cannot control. By focusing on what we can control, such as our reactions and attitudes, we can feel more empowered and find a way forward. Challenges to adopting the dichotomy in practice. One of the challenges in adopting the dichotomy of control is our natural desire to control everything around us. It takes practice and mindfulness to recognize when we are trying to control things beyond our influence and let go of them. The role of mindfulness in embracing the dichotomy of control. Mindfulness can play an important role in embracing the dichotomy of control. Mindfulness practices to cultivate awareness. Practices such as meditation, breathing exercises, and mindful body scans can help us cultivate awareness of our thoughts and feelings. This can help us identify where we are trying to control things beyond our influence and let go of them. How mindfulness can help in accepting the dichotomy. Mindfulness can also help us accept the dichotomy of control by helping us focus on the present moment and letting go of the past or future. By staying in the present and letting go of what we cannot control, we can find peace and happiness within ourselves. Conclusion and final thoughts on Stoicism and the dichotomy of control. Stoicism and the dichotomy of control offer a powerful framework for personal growth and development. Summary of key points. The dichotomy of control is the idea that we should divide things into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot control. By focusing on what we can control, we can reduce stress and find peace within ourselves. Implications for personal growth and development. By adopting the dichotomy of control, we can develop resilience, acceptance, and a sense of inner peace. It takes practice and mindfulness, but the benefits are well worth the effort. In embracing the dichotomy of control, we can develop a sense of inner calm and resilience that helps us navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. By accepting what we cannot control and working diligently on what we can live a more fulfilling life and achieve a greater sense of satisfaction and contentment. Stoicism and the dichotomy of control offer valuable lessons for anyone seeking to live a life of purpose and meaning. In conclusion, the dichotomy of control is the acceptance that there are things within our control and those beyond it. Stoicism provides us with a framework for this understanding, teaching us to accept the things beyond our control, and directing our minds toward what we can control, ultimately leading to a fulfilling life. Remember, you can't control everything, but you can control how you react to it, so focus your energy on the things that matter the most.